Hello Stampers, welcome to Lori's Stampin' Creations. My name is Lori Helvick and I do appreciate you stopping by my Share a Card Sunday. And I will just say that I'm going to feature these 9 cards. I'll get to these in just a minute. So it's Share a Card Sunday, and I appreciate you stopping by. Just, okay, making sure I'm where I'm supposed to be here. Okay, yes, so anyway, welcome to my live video. So I do want to do a recap of last Sunday real quickly. So I shared a kit which shows these 3 cards. And then I also had 5 other cards for a total of 8 last week. So these are the cards that I featured, and I asked everyone to vote, and I'm going to announce the winners from last week. So thank you everybody for liking or loving or leaving a comment or whatever from last week. And the winners to get a card in the mail are Jeannie Marston and Jenny Tarrant. So Jeannie and Jenny, boy, that's confusing. Both you gals, I will get your cards in the mail here shortly. So once again, I appreciate your votes from last week, and let's continue to this Sunday. So I do have 9 cards, as I mentioned, and I'm going to talk about what's featured on each card. So we'll start with card number 1. And this, let's see, it used the stamp set in the annual catalog that's called Peaceful View background stamp. So it's this big tree. And then I just put it on Thoughtful Journey designer paper. So in the background, the designer paper shows through. Really super easy. And then of course you can put your own words on the inside. But you know, it's a wow card with not hardly any work at all. So that's card number 1. And again, I'm going to ask you to vote. Please comment, like, love, share. But if you comment, vote for your favorite card, and then you might receive it in the mail from me. So this is card number 2. Once again, I used the same Peaceful View stamp set and Thoughtful Journey designer paper. And then these 3 strips come from Country Woods designer paper. So again, a real simple card. Card number 3 is a fun fold. So this was at a demonstrator shoebox swap a few months ago, and I have no idea who designed this. I've forgotten her name and didn't write it down, and you know how that goes. But I did make this card myself, and it's, I mean, you can see, I'll hold it this way. So this is kind of how the fun fold works. And then you use pieces of a window sheet to tape this down in the center, your little dinosaur. But it's super cute. You're terrific. And the Darling Dinos bundle is an online exclusive, and also these Around It All dies are online exclusive also. Okay, so that's a cute little fun fold. Card number 3, and now we're moving on to number 4. I did this at a recent class, and this features the Florals in Bloom designer paper and the Pretty Florals dies. Cut out this over here, this little tulip, I guess, and the Nested Essentials dies for the sentiment. Okay, now I will say that some of these cards, well, I guess I made all the rest of them but one. I did make this one. There's one card in here that was made by another demonstrator, but I made this one, and the Glass and Gardens embossing folder. Let me bring this up a little more. This real pretty flower here, that is an online exclusive, and I think it's not orderable right now. I think it's out, but they'll be getting more of that embossing folder. And again, that same paper, the Florals in Bloom, and the bundle with the stamp set and the dies to cut that out. So if you like purple, You know, some people do, some people don't, but this is Petunia Pop is my card base. This is a real fun card that you could use for happy birthday, you party animal. And it features Old Olive and crushed curry, and then of course black and white. And the Silly Safari stamp set is in the annual catalog right now. And I use this embossing folder. That's the birch wood embossing folder, and that's in the annual catalog. So yeah, real easy. You just use some dies. This is the Nested Essentials dies to cut these two out, and then of course circle punches. But I just love that little zebra. I think he's super cute. And then we're moving on to, oh, that was card number 6. Now we're moving to card number 7. This was made by another demonstrator, Darlene, that lives close to me in Peoria, Illinois. And she used the Thoughtful Journey designer paper and the Everyday Arches dies, which are on low inventory. That's an online exclusive product. And those dies have, you know, flew off the shelves, as they say, and they've been on and off again. And right now, if you want them, last time I checked, they were low inventory. So get those dies if you like them. And then this embossing folder in this background is the plaster. I can't even read my scribbles here. Plaster painting embossing folder. And that's an online exclusive also. All right, we're just about done here. This is card number 8. Don't forget to vote, please, for your favorite card, and you might get some happy mail from me. You just never know. This is Turtley Cute designer paper for this piece, all of these actually. The turtle and the bee and the beehives and this. All of this come from the pack that's in the annual catalog called Turtley Cute. And then the sentiment comes from Be My Valentine stamp set, also from the annual catalog. And then last but not least, this, we just made this the other day at class. The girls really liked it. It's bright and cheerful. And of course, you know, you can put any sentiment there, but I did a thank you card because I use a lot of those, obviously. And the it's crumb cake, and so there's 2 layers. There's the card base, and then there's another layer that uses the embossing folder that's called Turtle Textures. And then these little gems over here, shades of green hexagons, and I think that's it. All of these, the folder and the paper and these little hexagons, they all came from the annual catalog. So this is card number 9. If you see something you like, please vote. And if you don't want to vote, just leave me a comment. If you're live watching, just say, hi, I'm watching live. Or if you're watching the replay or whatever, let me put all of these out here. Because I think we're done. And I will announce the winners, whoever the 2 winners are that I draw to receive the cards. It'll be the next time that I do a Sunday share. And it might be a few weeks before I come back and do another video on a Sunday night. But like I said, I will announce the 2 winners. And until then, happy stamping. Bye-bye.